We were there for 7 years. I mean, 10 years. 10 years from the age of 5 years old to 15, I was with those people. Hi, it's me, Miss Mbe. Yes, I want to get back to the story of how I was kidnapped as a child by relatives because my mom and dad were young and hanging out. And instead of being parents, responsible parents to their children, um, they would leave us with our grandmother on my mother's side, who herself was not a responsible parent. I mean, I could tell you some stories about her, but I'm going to focus on me because that's what I want to do. I want to focus on my story. So we were there for 10 years with those people, and I can tell you that they used the system to keep us. They pretended as if our mother didn't want us, our parents were nowhere to be found. Oh, excuse me, our parents were nowhere to be found, and they went through the court system and they falsified statements and forced us to say certain things. And if we didn't say this and we didn't say that, um, we were threatened that we would suffer the consequences when we returned back to the house. Oops, oops. So, we did what we were told. I was only 5 years old. I had just turned five that October, and it was now like February the following year. So I was only like 5 years old, and these adults were manipulating me to pretend that as if I was in fear of going back home with my parents just so they could get state money. So now, after they did all of that, I guess she must have received state money. I didn't know about that until I got older, and I realized that they were receiving state money for us because they lied and said that our parents were nowhere to be found. They were manipulating everything. They manipulated my younger sister's health and treated her like Gypsy Rose's mother treated her, and they also tried to manipulate me. But I was a runaway child, as they called me. They couldn't hold me back. But yes, 10 years with those people, and they manipulated the New Jersey system into giving them services, I think like food stamps and whatever services they gave for foster care or kinship or whatever we were considered as back then, because it was five of us. It was three of us. My older sister, me, I was the middle child, and my younger sister, and then my two brothers were with a cousin that allowed them to be horribly abused. But I never let none of that change who I am. It actually made me stronger because the way they talked to me, they would tell me things like I would never become anything. Like my complexion was just ugly and I was never going to get married, and everything they said and everything they told me, I experienced the opposite. I mean, I was considered as the I don't want to say the pretty one. I guess the better looking one because I always thought my sisters were beautiful. But I guess I was the more attractive one because I was very smart, very intelligent. I was reading at a high level at a very young age. I was in a beauty contest at five. Yeah, I was 5 years old in that beauty contest, Miss East Orange, when we lived at 80 Carlton Street. Um, what else? I just had this aura about me where everyone fell in love with me and everybody wanted me to do these things for like modeling and um, things that involved art. And Beatrice Dixon was so jealous. She just did not want that to happen. She made me feel as if I was a nobody, that I wasn't going to make it in the world. And I wish she was here today to show her that um, I did the opposite of everything she said. Yes, I'm Miss Mbe. Come back and dialogue with me. And I'll continue my story. But be great.